Okay, great. So we are doing another class today on the James Simmonds website, and today we are still having technical problems. However, I've come across a little solution that I think might work for today. On my mobile phone, I am in where the students are from that link, a link for the teachers as well. So I do have one student in that room, and my phone is sitting on my laptop, so we should be able to hear him. This is Ken. So Ken, do you want to say something?
Yes, hello everybody.
Okay, perfect.
Nice to see you.
There's no viewers right now, and no one's in here, so it's just us basically for now. But for those that do watch this later, so great. So again, I could see that when you talk, the little dots move.
Okay.
So great. So basically what I'm going to do today is talk about the verb get. We have so many different uses for the verb get. We can use get with an adjective, get with a preposition, get with other parts of speech as well, and they all mean different things. So that's what we're going to look at today. Now, I'm going to screen share. Ken will not be able to see this, but I will read and give examples, and Ken has a really good level of English, so Ken will do fantastic with this. So the first part of the verb get that we're going to focus on today is get with an adjective. Okay, so let me just check that everyone can see perfect. My screen share is working wonderfully. So we have get with an adjective. For example, get married. Okay, so we're getting married next year. The wedding will be in December. Ken, do you have any examples for get married?
Get married with to somebody.
Yeah, you do get married to someone, exactly.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Get married with is a meaning.
Yep, that's correct. Get married with, we do not use. It's get married to someone.
To someone. Okay.
Good question. Okay, now I have someone to ask me questions. Great. Well, and then obviously the next one that we have is get divorced. Okay, so it's the opposite of get married. Brenda got divorced 5 years ago is the example that I have. Ken, do you know anyone who has got divorced?
Yeah, I know. Get one of my how can I say? I often watch the internet broadcasting, and one of the broadcasters divorced maybe 1 year ago or something. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, and get divorced to somebody. Okay.
Get divorced from somebody.
From somebody. Okay. Divorced from. Okay. I got it.
Divorced from.
Yeah, preposition is yeah.
Great. Is it Alex that I just saw come in? We're having an interesting class today. I'm in 2 Hangouts right now under 2 different emails. And so I'm broadcasting this, but we're talking about the words as well. So we're using the verb get, and this next one we have here is a get tired, okay? So again, tired is an adjective. So it's late and I'm getting tired.
Your student came. Did you see him, Alex?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So get tired. So it's getting late and I'm getting tired. And so we can use these get verbs with adjectives in any verb tense. Okay. So it's late and I'm getting tired. We're using the present continuous here. Excuse me. Get dark. The theater's getting dark. I think the movie is starting. Ken, I have a question. What time is it in Japan?
It's 8 p.m.
Okay. So did it get dark yet?
It got dark now.
Very good. Perfect. That's perfect. All right, so we'll move down a little bit. Get lost is our next example here. Paul got lost in the subway and had to ask for directions. So he got lost. He didn't know where he was and didn't know where to go. Okay. Was there ever a time you got lost, Ken?
I got lost. Nowadays, I didn't go far away from here, so I rarely got lost. But even though in a small lane or something, I sometimes got lost. Yeah.
Okay.
And after I came back to the main road, I realized where am I?
Fantastic. That's always good. I normally get lost if I have to go to a new place. So now what I do is go to maps and I type in the address and it leads me there. Otherwise, I would get lost all the time. I'm terrible at directions. Okay. So the next example we have is get angry. Okay, so my sister gets really angry when I borrow her clothes without telling her. Okay, so the reason my sister gets, it's a habit because it looks like you seem to borrow clothes quite often. And so she gets angry in the present simple. And the next example is I'm getting angry is the process of. And so that's, we're using the present continuous here. And that just means that you're in the process of getting angry. However, you're not angry yet, but you're going to be. So Ken or Alex, do you have any questions about anything so far? Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Alex.
Good morning. I don't have any question.
Okay, good. Perfect.
Okay.
Wonderful.
And I have one question.
Of course.
Get tired of something.
Okay, so yes, to get tired of something means it's very exhausting. Get tired of. I get tired of repeating myself 1,000 times in an hour because the children don't listen. So it's something that you don't like to do. It's very tiring. That's a different phrasal verb.
And get angry with or to.
You get
angry.
Yep, get angry. I'm angry at someone, and I believe angry with. I'm angry with someone.
Okay.
Angry with sounds like both of the people are angry. So, for example, I'm angry with my friend. Okay, so my friend also is. However, I got angry at my friend means I was the one that got upset, but my friend didn't. At least that's what it sounds like to me.
I got it.
Good. Great questions. Prepositions. We love prepositions, don't we? All right, so the next example here is get plus a comparative. Okay. So comparative is the ER ending with the adjective or something like that. Example is get better. Larissa's getting better at dancing. She practices every day. Getting better means that she's improving. So instead of using Larissa's improving at dance or at dancing, we're saying getting better. Okay. And the other example is I hope you get better soon. Okay. Any questions here? So we have getting better.
Okay for me.
Okay, good. We're getting better at dancing, at something physical, and I hope you get better soon means that someone's probably ill or sick and it needs to recuperate from that sickness or illness. The next example is get more important. So it's getting more important to speak multiple languages in today's globalized world. So what does that mean? More and more, you know, with every day, English, for example, is probably more important. It's getting more important because English is an international language and it's the international business language. So that's that. Any questions on your side, Alex or Ken?
For now, I understand everything you're saying, and no, I have a question.
All right, wonderful.
Okay.
Good.
I would like to see the text about this matter, but
that's our
as I
technical.
see, it's not possible because you are with your iPhone.
Yeah, right
I understand.
here. And that's one of our technical problems that we're having. So unfortunately today that's not going to happen. Hopefully next week this will be fixed. So as I said, I'm a student in your class, so I'm just like one of you, but I'm the teacher on my computer. So you can also watch this on YouTube. I think right now if you go to the Intengo website, you can click on watch instead of enter, and so you can see this as well, but I think a different email address. So then I don't know how to help you.
So we can watch this class and join class at the same time?
I don't think so. I think you have to choose. You can either watch it. If you have two different email addresses and one on your phone and one on your laptop or something like I am, I'm multitasking with media today.
Anyway, I can brush up a little. Be careful about what you're talking. Yeah.
You can also watch this later after we get done here. So the next example I have is get deeper. Be careful, the water gets deeper quickly on that side of the pool. Okay, so gradually it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. And so you need to be careful, is basically what it's saying here. The next example would be get worse. If your headache gets worse, you should see a doctor. Okay, so this again is in the present simple. You can say, oh, yesterday my headache got so bad, I had to go to the doctor. So you can use it in a different tense as well. That's fine. Get more expensive is the next one on the list here. It's getting more and more expensive to buy an apartment. Okay, so little by little, it's getting more and more expensive. And New York is a very popular place to be, and so of course prices will go up. And the last one for this category, we have get safer. Get safer is buying things online has gotten safer. So over the years, we now have systems, for example, PayPal, which help us in buying online, however, in a safe way, so no one steals our personal information. Any questions there?
Sorry, Rebecca. You said get deeper. Get deeper basically means when you are going to the deep or for like the pool or the sea or something like that.
Any body of water, for example, if it's a lake or an ocean. Okay, so when you're on the beach, you're on the sand, and then you enter the water, and it gets deeper and deeper. And so the land actually goes down. That's what's happening.
Okay.
For example, if someone's building constructing a building, they have to dig down, they have to get deeper to build the foundation. I can see you and hear you, so that's great. Again, we're having some technical issues with the system. You see me as a student, I'm in the room as a teacher as well. And so I'm doing classes like this, doing the class like this today. Okay, I am using a PDF, which you cannot see, but if you do have any questions, just let me know. Any other questions before I start the next part?
I have one question, but outside get to get, you know.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a basic question. For example, well, when someone says, "I do love you," for example, why does people use do in this case?
Because they're adding more emphasis. But I do love you. Just emphasis.
Thanks.
That's the only time you'll use do before the main verb in an affirmative sentence, for example, in the present simple. Absolutely, it is just pure emphasis. You don't need it, but you can. That's how you use stress. But I do love you. Okay.
Okay.
Is there any difference if I say I do love you and I love you so much?
That when you use the do, it sounds like that person thinks that you don't love them. And then the other one just says, I love you, but a lot, basically. So there is a tiny bit of a difference there.
So maybe I love you so much is stronger than I do love you.
I do love you kind of sounds like you're trying to convince the person that you love them because they might not think that you do.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Great questions. I missed this interaction of questions. Okay, so our next part is about phrasal verbs. So we all love phrasal verbs. So the first one is get up. My alarm clock goes off at 6:30, but I don't get up until 7:15. Okay, so get up, this is you physically in the morning getting out of bed. The next one is get out, actually. And this says, Rachel got out of the car to check the tires. So she physically removed herself from the car, got out, looked, and then probably got back in the car. So we can use get in as well in a similar way. The next example that I have is get around. It's very easy to get around Brussels. There's a great transportation system. Okay, so get around is to move around within a city, or maybe if you talk about a country. Spain has a great transportation system. It's easy to get around. Okay. Get together. Oh, Ken, did you have a question?
No. No. But I think get around has several meanings.
Yeah, I mean, it can. It depends. Like, a lot of these actually have more than one meaning, so.
I mean, the Beach Boys hit song, Get Around. Maybe, like, I get around, round, get it around. Maybe in that context, maybe it's a different meaning of that get around.
I'm trying to think. I actually don't know the words to that song very well. So.
Okay, maybe I need to check the lyrics.
I mean, I know the tune. The song is actually fine, but the actual words. Maybe do a lot of different things. You can get around that way as well.
I see. Okay.
I mean, there are some other ways that we can use these as well, but not to confuse everyone, because phrasal verbs are just like that as well. Lots of different meanings for the same thing. It just depends on the context, okay? It's a good question.
Okay, thank you.
The next one is get together. So my family always gets together for major holidays like Christmas and New Year's. So get together means gather. I think that's where the verb gather came from, is get together, or vice versa. But get together is when you go in one place at the same time. Any questions with that one?
I love to get together with my family.
Exactly.
Yes.
Me too. Absolutely good.
I love to get together to my daughter when we take a walk, you know, and that's amazing. I love them.
Absolutely, that's great. Thanks, Alex, for your example. Absolutely, I love to get together with people from Antigua and get together and talk about English and grammar and things like that too. So wonderful. The next example is get along with. So I get along really well with my coworkers. So get along, this is in American English, because in British English they would say get on with. Okay, so maybe in American, I get along with everybody, for example. So that's a 3-word phrasal verb. A lot of phrasal verbs are just 2 words. However, 3 and I think even 4-word phrasal verbs exist. So the world of phrasal verbs. The last one in this part is get into. So the example is, how did the cat get into the house? Okay, so how did they get into
the trouble?
Right through a window or a door or something like that. Great. The next part here is when we use get but with a place, and it means arrive. And so in all of these, we can substitute get with arrive. Okay, so the first example here is get to the office. My boss always gets to the office by 8 a.m. So the boss always arrives to the office by 8 a.m. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. The next one is get home. I had to work overtime, so I didn't get home until late. So that's exactly like I said, arrive home, get home. Get to the store is the next example here. It says, let's go. I want to get to the store before it closes. So I want to arrive to the store. I want to be able to go and buy some things. Okay, great. Any questions with this so far? I do have some more examples.
No, you said that you get along with your coworkers. To get along with coworkers is one of the secrets to succeed in your work, in your job.
Very true.
That's very interesting.
A great example as well. I suppose I hadn't thought about that. I'm in the English grammar portion of my brain today. So absolutely, that's great. Good example, thanks. Let's see, so get there is the next example. It says, I don't know exactly where the post office is. Could you tell me how to get there? How can I arrive to the post office? Okay, so when someone says, could you tell me how to get there? They're asking for obviously directions. And so they go right, they go left, they go straight, and things like that. So very good.
But Rebecca, to get there is not a phrasal verb, is it?
No, we are done with phrasal verbs now, and we're talking about the verb get with a place.
Okay.
So we've switched categories here. So once we're finished with the class, take a look at it when you have time, and I think things will be a little bit more clear. Everything that I'm reading is written here. Strange.
Okay.
You'll watch this and then you'll think, oh hey, that was the moment. I remember that. Okay, so the next one.
Is there the other case? Get home, get there. Preposition. There's no need to add preposition.
Correct.
So
You don't
is there
always
another
need.
word doesn't require preposition?
No, you don't need. Get home is get home, or get, for example, school. I think, I'm not sure if there's actual rules. I know the word home is a little bit more difficult. On Intenga, I've done classes about get home, about with work, in town, and I think there was one other word. And I think it's just what we say. Oh, and bed. Bed was the other one. I'm not sure about home, but get to school is you have, I mean, the preposition to in many of these cases means that it's movement. And so when you get to school, you're moving, you're physically moving into the school to get there, to arrive there.
Okay.
So the example for get to school is Sarah got to school late and missed her class, so they were using it in the past simple tense. And now the last one for arrive is get to the train station. So when they got to the train station, they realized they'd left their tickets at home. Okay, so again, we're using get to and the train station because it's a physical place. Any other questions before I move on? No? Okay. Well, in this case, the next part that we're going to look at is get when it means receive. So again, in these next examples, we can use receive instead of get. However, we use get for everything, and it's just a lot easier, and so that's why we use it. So the first example here says, get a present. I got lots of presents for my birthday last year. I'm going to get a lot of presents for my birthday this year. So we can use these in many different tenses as well. All of these can be used in any past, present, future tense, okay, depending on the situation. The next says get grades. Grades are those when you're at school and they tell you if you're doing good or not, basically. The difference between grades and marks is that marks are used, they use numbers with marks, and grades they use letters. Okay, so if that makes sense, at least that's what someone told me. And I grew up getting grades, which were all letters. You know, A, B, C, maybe a D in there, and then they also do A plus, A, and A minus, so they have the plus and the minus for each letter as well, except for an F, that doesn't have anything. So, so get grades. So if you get good grades in high school, you can get into a good college. And we're actually using another, this must be a phrasal verb, get into. Okay, so get into in this case is enter into a good college that they accept you. Also, I think I used it with the cat example. They can get into the house. Okay. The next example is get a certification. So that means get certified. So the example is I got my scuba diving certification last year. So that's when you received it. Okay, so don't forget, in this section, we're using the verb get as receive. The next is get an email. Did you get my email yesterday? Did you receive my email yesterday? The following example is get an award. So Terry got an award for being best salesperson in the company. So you received an award. Okay. The next is get a shipment. We got a large shipment of books today. And so a shipment is, for example, someone brings you something that you ordered. Shipment is normally big. It's in a box sometimes. So you received the things that you ordered. All right, students, any questions, anything like that? Some examples that are left, but not too many here.
To get grades, so Rebecca, to get grades, I was kind of confused about that. Can you repeat this part rapidly?
Yeah, sure, not a problem. To get grades. If you get good grades in high school, you can get into a good college. So if you, for example, work really hard and you earn those grades, you get good grades. To get grades is, how do I explain this? Like at the end of the course, they tell you what kind of grade that you got, if you got an A or a B or a C. Okay, so getting, receiving.
But you can receive good grades in college too.
Yes, that's true. The thing is in the United States, we focus on high school to prepare us for college or university. And so if you get good grades in high school, that means all of those colleges that you want to apply to, or the college, the one that you want to go to, will look and say, hey, this was a really good student. Let's accept this person to our school.
Okay.
Perfect. Anything else before I continue?
No, for me.
Okay. Well, the next one is get when we want to say buy or obtain. So, for example, get a job. Tanya moved to Los Angeles because she got a job there. So she obtained this job. So that's where she moved. Is there? Okay. Get a jacket. That's a really nice jacket. Where did you get it? So in this case, where did you get it? Where did you buy it? Okay. Where did you find that so you could buy it? The next example says get shoes. I got these shoes in Barcelona. Okay, so where did you buy those shoes, or I bought these shoes? The next one is get something for a good price. So this something, you can put a word in there. And the example is, we got this TV for a good price during a sale. Something would be this TV in this sample sentence. Okay. And then the next one is get in.
To buy shoes. To buy some shoes in Barcelona, you have to have a lot of money, or not?
Well, it depends, because I live in Spain, so it's easy for me to go to Barcelona if needed. But yeah, it might be a little bit more expensive. Okay, great. So the next one is get an apartment. Have you found a place to live? Yeah, I just got a great apartment right in the city center. So you got, so maybe you are renting it or you bought it. Okay, but you got it, you obtained this apartment space. And the last example here that we have for today is get a computer. So I got this computer last month and it's already broken. So it's not a very good computer, it looks like. But you bought a computer, maybe you obtained it, maybe you got it from a friend or something like that. It means to get a computer. Great. Well, students, do you have questions? Because like I said, I finished this now, the presentation, the PDF that I have. So do you have any questions about anything? Do you want me to go over anything?
Maybe using get for buying. Get is a bit how can I say, unclear meaning of if it is bought or gotten something from something. Like I got a PC. I might have bought a PC, or I might have gotten PC from my friend or something.
Okay.
That time it means buy on.
Right. So you're saying get
Okay.
a computer. Are you talking about the pronunciation of it?
I mean, to get the computer, I got a computer. That means I might have bought a computer or might have, how can I say, gotten the computer from my friend. Maybe friend gave me, so I got a computer. So
Exactly.
a bit unclear meaning.
Exactly. It doesn't tell you exactly how you got it or you obtained the object. Like you said, maybe it's from a friend, maybe you're borrowing it or using it, or something like that, or maybe you did buy it. So good. So yeah, exactly. It's not exact. It's not 100% sure how you got the computer in this case. Exactly. Okay. Any other questions about anything?
But using this example, it's correct to say I got a computer, or does not sound good for me because it's different for I got a computer or not. That's the same.
I got a computer or not, did you say?
Because he said I got a computer. Is correct to say that?
Yes, it is.
Ah, okay.
We just don't know how you got it, basically. That's the question here.
Okay, that's clear.
Perfect. Any other questions? Maybe not about get, but anything else?
Maybe getting the car and get on a bus or get on the subway.
Okay, so get on, yeah, we do use that for public transportation, and then we would say get in a car, for example.
Okay.
Get on the bus, get on the train, get on the metro, subway, underground.
How about airplane? Get on the airplane.
Get on the airplane.
Okay, so for public transportation, get on.
Unless it's a car. Then you have to get in.
On the car. Get in the car.
You get in the car. You don't get on. And you know what? What I'm thinking could be the difference is that get on the plane, the train, the bus. You have to walk. You're able to walk. And when we use the preposition on, it's physically being on top of something, okay? So you're walking. In a car, you really don't have a lot of space to walk. And so you have to get in, which means you directly sit. Maybe that could be one of the, and that's just something I made up. So that's not 100% sure at all, but maybe, or maybe it's a good way to remember it.
So usually for public transportation, get on.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
I have to make it clear as well, Rebecca. When you say I get on the train, it means that you are entering to the train, or what?
Yes. So for example, I got on the train yesterday at 5 o'clock. Okay, so get on means that you entered into it, but you're focusing your idea on being in the train in order to go to another place. Now, if you say I just got into the train, now you're focusing on physically being inside as well, and so you're focusing on a little bit different subjects here. Does that make sense?
Okay, understood.
Okay. Great. Any other questions? Well, I'm going to stop the screen share so everyone can see me just for a little bit here. But if there aren't any other questions, we'll go ahead and stop the broadcast for today. Hopefully things will be fixed next week. So this idea worked out for today where we had students and you could still see me teach. So I think it worked out pretty well for my little idea here. So Any final questions?
No, I want just to thank you.
I have one question about get along with. You
Okay.
said British say get on.
Yep, get
So-
on is the British English way, and get along
Get-
is American.
Yeah. Get along with somebody. That's the
Get
American
along
expression.
with, yes.
In Britain, get it and get it.
Get on with,
On somebody.
yes.
Okay, same meaning.
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I got it.
Good.
It's more natural than spoken English.
I'm sorry, Dan?
It's more natural than spoken English.
Well, I mean, it depends whichever one that you want to use. You can use get along with, get on with. It doesn't really matter in that case. Okay. Any other questions before I finish up here? I do have some classes next week, so check the calendar on Intenga as well. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
No question. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to sign off here. And thanks for joining. Thank you for participating as well, all three of you. It was nice to have some people in class today. And hopefully all of you watching as well enjoyed it as well. And I will see you a different day. So thank you and goodbye.
Thank you very much.